Hello, Internet. It's time for some more Jade Empire. It has been quite some time since I played. So yeah, trying to get back to it. So last time, I went to see that weird fox god thing, forest spirit. And I learned that the people at the inn or whatever are... Stop doing that. Are... yeah, possessed or something by a demon. I don't remember clearly, but there's something wrong with them. So it is time to go... Oh shit. No, 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 no. No. Ooh. Okay. The mouse is very offline. Or off, yeah. Alright. Load. So yeah, it is time to go destroy the demon thing. If the game will work. Oh god. Oh, you are fucking kidding me. Okay, there we go. That's better. Stream went down, but game's working, so that's cool. Okay, so that's Pilgrim's Rest Inn, which is this way. Yep. Pilgrim's Rest Inn. Here we go. Yeah, I think that cook guy becomes one of my merchants or whatever. I remember him though. I know I do. Probably similar to the guy that I met in the... Ah! Yeah, similar to the guy that I met in that other world that I got to through the painting, who ended up tagging along as a merchant.
No, no, you have sided with the spirit. We had thought her dead, but her stink is on you. You fool. You do not know our true nature. You know nothing of the power we possess. Look upon us now and see your doom.
Yeah.
Gaze upon our forms and bask in our glory. You should be honored to see the true strength of the cannibals.
Ugh.
Didn't see that coming. If they're as aggressive as they are ugly, then this will get bloody fast. The faster, the better.
This is what you have turned away from? And for what? A fox? Rend her flesh. Her screams should echo in the town below.
This is what you turned away from? Well, yeah, you're so appealing, aren't you? Take that, you dick. These guys are pretty weak, actually. I'm betting that the forest spirit is way stronger than these guys. But then also I doubt these are the main demons either. Ah! Take that! Yeah, I knew that guy was one of them. For one thing, I remember him. For another thing, he actually seemed to be all there when I was talking to them before.
That was astonishing. I haven't seen such martial skills in an eatery since the last time I added ginger to my wife's hot and sour soup. Thank you for your great kindness in rescuing me. Now that these beasts are dead, I can finally talk to you. My name is Henpecked Ho, and before you ask, I'm not one of those monsters. They kept me prisoner so that I could seem normal to the customers.
Pleased to meet you. Wait, did you just say henpecked?
My wife
Henpecked
is
hoe?
unique. To say that she is as enduring as the wall itself is to do a disservice to her persistence. I could make similar comparisons between the force of her will and the Imperial Army, but I think you have the picture.
So why don't you just leave her?
You have no idea what you're suggesting. The last I saw of her, she was in the Imperial City. I was due back more than a week ago, and if she hasn't torn the place down looking for me, I'll be surprised. That's beside the point for now. I must thank you, as I clearly owe you my life. These cannibals were getting desperate enough to cook even someone as ropey as me. The last thing I needed was to be dragged into the caves below.
The caves?
I heard a lot about the caves from the cannibals. There's something down there they call the Mother, and I think whatever, is what made them what they are.
What do you know about this mother?
She is some sort of greater demon the cannibals serve. I think she's the reason they're as twisted as they are. From what I overheard, the Mother was trapped in this hill before Sagacious Chen forged the Jade Empire, but something has disturbed her. I don't know how or why this Mother of theirs has returned to the world, but if she can do this to men, she must be stopped.
And what's in those caves?
I don't know for sure, only that there are many more of them. From the sounds of it, they've been capturing people and changing them. The ones they don't eat, that is.
That explains our little friends. And how do we get to those caves below?
That is something I do not know. They would leave the inn and then return. I wasn't in a position to ask for details.
Alright, that's enough about the caves.
Is there anything else that I can help you with?
So, what were those things?
Well, they're cannibals. They were once men, but they were corrupted, twisted into flesh-eating abominations.
Hey, Ando. And how did they disguise themselves like that?
The Keeper, the one who met everyone, including yourself, at the door, had some skill with magic. You might have seen through the illusion in time, but most people never get the chance. They're usually taken, or worse, changed into one of them.
So why did they keep you around?
They kept me around in hopes that I would make this place seem more normal, and they needed me to help run the inn. They're none too bright, really. I resolved to try and tip off the first warrior who dared come to this place. The cannibals must be stopped.
Yes, I have played this game before. It's been a while. Been quite a while, but yeah, I've played it. So I remember some things, but a lot of it's vague. And where do they come from?
They claimed that they were changed by a creature called the Mother in the caves below.
Oh wait, I think I asked you that already.
Apparently she's an ancient demon responsible for twisting these sick creatures.
Okay. I think I did ask you. We should discuss something else.
A good idea. Even talking about them makes me queasy.
I already asked you why they kept you around, but what do you think they were planning?
They spoke often about the Mother, in the caves nearby. They used this inn as a base and a way to lure people to increase their food stocks and swell their ranks. What they failed to realize is that the forest is polluted with ghosts. No travelers means no food, whether people think this place is normal or not. Maybe they had some plan around that, but I doubt it. They are not forward thinkers, these beasts. How it all ties together, I'm not exactly sure.
Alright, I think I know all I want to know about these cannibals.
You killed the cannibals up here, but there's more in the caves below. I don't know how they got in or out, or how they took prisoners down there. I do know that they were terrified of something called the Forest Shadow. I'm willing to bet that would be a good place to start. If you're planning to tackle these beasts, I want to help. In my own way, of course. I'm not much with my fists. Not anymore, anyway. But you'd be surprised what tricks an old Bunmaster might know. Have you ever heard of Drunken Master style?
Of course, but I've never seen it. Let's see, is it better than KOTOR? Probably not. I mean, I really liked Knights of the Old Republic, but I also really like this game. It's different. But it's very good. If you get the chance to try it, I definitely recommend playing it. It goes on sale on Steam a lot, so yeah. And of course I've heard of the Drunken Master style, but I have never seen it.
I was a master, top of my game and well known in Phoenix Gate, one of the great cities in the prosperous East. My skills earned me fame, fortune, and a wife.
Could you teach me, Drunken Master?
Teaching is all I can do. As I said, fame, fortune, and a wife. I discovered fairly early on that she had opinions, most of them regarding alcohol and my regular consumption of it. I can still teach you, though. She has never expressly forbidden that. I have a few bottles on me right now if you'd like to learn.
Hell yeah.
Pay attention, I don't like repeating myself. Now, when I am with you, I can throw you bottles of wine. You must pick these up in order to use Drunken Master. The effect wears off quickly, but I will make sure you don't run out of wine, as long as you keep the enemies off of me. Now, watch my technique.
Yeah, it was free on Origin. That's cool. Oh, God. Ah! Wait. I wasn't paying attention.
Drunken Master.
Alright, that's actually pretty fun. Ah! Need more wine. I'm surprised I can flip like that when I'm so drunk. Ah! There we go.
There, you got it. Your job isn't done, though. There are still more cannibals in the hill. The hill heaved a short while ago and dislodged a panel in the kitchen wall. These creatures seem to think it was a new way into the caves below. If you truly want to finish this, you must deal with the mother. The cannibals talked about her often. She's down there somewhere, corrupting everyone who gets close.
I've cleared the path through the forest. Go to Tien's Landing.
Well, it must be safer than this place. Good luck. You'll need it, I'm afraid.
I mean, Drunken Master is kind of fun, but I don't know if I want to take you with me to fight a demon. So, I'll see you later. So did they kill it for you in a good way or a bad way? What am I doing? Let's see. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, let's see, what was her name? Mission? I think it was Mission, right? That was the name of the girl. She was pretty annoying, definitely. I didn't mind the Wookiee, though. Like, he was just a Wookiee. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I'll just... How do I get down there? No, I don't think there are. I think there are several in the Old Republic, but not Knights of the Old Republic. I think Mission was the only one that you get. I don't think there was one in Knights of the Old Republic 2 either. Ah, here we go. This looks promising.
There's not much to look at down here, but at least there's a good chance for a fight.
I think I will save. Because autosave on old BioWare games is really bad. Like, you could die, and then if you haven't saved in a while, you'll be back like an hour before.
Change will take you. Soon you will be one of us. So hungry. What? Who are you?
Don't mind me, I'm just passing through.
Lies! You are not cannibal or changing like these new ones. You are food.
Longsword.
Ah! Die.
I am a
Ha.
They're not human! They're changing us!
Is there a way to help you?
They're capturing people, changing some and eating the rest. By the spirits, you have to help me.
I just asked you about that. How?
There's no way to stop. I don't want to turn. Kill me!
Okay. I'd rather watch you suffer. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be one of those things either. So. Goodbye. Dialogue was a bit awkward though. Help me! Okay, how do I help you? There's no way to help me! Okay. Nothing here. save a lot.
Kill the filthy thin blood.
Ugh. That voice sounded like it was right near me. Yeah, they definitely can make weird dialogue sometimes. But their games are quite good, especially the older ones. I think the last BioWare game that I really liked was Dragon Age Origins. Actually, no, Mass Effect. That came after. Well, some of them came after. But yeah. But the newer Dragon Age games were not as good as Origin, in my opinion. Like, it seemed like with Inquisition they were trying to overcorrect for Dragon Age 2. I mean, it was good that they tried to make improvements, but, like, I don't know. I just felt like it was this huge world with not a whole lot in it in Inquisition. I don't even know if you've played those games, but yeah. Since we're on the subject of BioWare. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, you have to pace yourself. There are just too many things. Like, if I ever play through it again, I'm gonna just ignore most of the side quests. Just do the main quests and the companion quests. And I actually considered doing that recently, but then I thought about it a little bit longer and I was like, no, I don't really want to play that game again. Not now anyway. Maybe if I give it a few years, I'll play through it again. Yeah. I really liked Dragon Age Origin, but my favorite BioWare game is Mass Effect. Yeah, I never played Awakening either, but that was because my last computer had a glitch and none of the DLC or the expansions worked. It sucked. Die. Haha.
It's too late. You left more destruction and shattered lives behind you than my wife shopping for a new hat. I'm clearly going crazy, but I wanted to be here. This thing, mother, whatever, it has to be destroyed. Well, there's no turning back now. Who knows how many more cannibals are down there. When you're ready, let's finish this mother off.
Wait, I have to take you?
This should be fun. If there's enough of the little guys down there, this could be better than the time I stormed the Fortress of Seven Gates by myself.
Oh wait, no, I get both of them, I think. Okay, that's cool. I'm good with that. Yeah, I agree. Mass Effect is better. It's my favorite BioWare game ever. One of my favorite games in general ever, to be honest. Okay, skills. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. That's how I level up. I'm really indecisive this playthrough, so my character is just super balanced. I never use the cheat image, so I will go faster. Yes. perfect. Okay. Ah! Nothing here. Yeah. I know what you mean. Like, I usually have an idea. Like, I have a certain play style. I'm not really a, you know, melee type. In this game, I have no choice,
It's
really.
too late to turn back
but-
now. We have to finish this before it gets worse.
Where is... What? What are you talking about?
Thank you again for rescuing me from those things. I owe you my deepest gratitude. Is there some way I can be of assistance?
I don't think I'd be asking him about his life in
As
this
you wish.
situation.
I will be here waiting impatiently if you require anything.
Not yet, anyway. Ah. Why do you look like I can walk up you? Where do I go? See, and if that guy didn't know how to get here, like when I asked him how to get here, he said he didn't know. He never saw them go this way. Oh, here's the door. But yeah, somehow he magically found his way down here. After maybe he followed me. I don't know. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say the dude followed me. Or maybe he lied. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Glad you came.
Get away from me, you beast!
I'll stop the little guys. The big one's yours.
She's too strong!
This is it!
Oh, maybe I have to wait for him to get up to it. I don't know. Or maybe I just have to bring the whole damn place down. Get over here. Come here. Or maybe not. I don't know. Thought you were gonna take care of the little guys, Black Whirlwind. I don't see you doing your job.
Longsword! Plant
Oh, you're immune. Alright, back to
Thousand cuts.
cuts. Come here. Come here. Oh, you're immune to that too. Of course you are. Okay.
There's no end to them! Just like my wife's cousin!
Keep your head down, bum man. I'm killing things here.
Fair enough, Ando. Okay, well, that was a really quick non-battle.
Roawe fai, questo sigil angono usa niga igno.
Are you sure she's gone?
She would have to be. That hill collapsed like a bad cake.
Ukiro ke yero ukisier sier sokut. Wani we sawyer, sawi wasawyer.
Will the forest recover?
Zausa sinoni gudno kwayer ka wona wer.
Right.
Nik yawe fuer, utsun puno sue umir suku. Rara weyer o yifu fuer ufsier si suno kaut hours unsier ogun no nafsuer.
Goodbye.
Well, I suppose that's it. I'm gonna miss those little bastards. They tried so hard. They just kept coming, one after another, practically throwing themselves on my axes. You have to respect that kind of mindless dedication. Ah, well, let's go find something else to cleave. You should probably go down to his camp and check with Lord Yun. He'll likely want to reward you. Let's go. I'm sure Ho can make his way back to Tien's Landing. Even if there's more cannibals about, he's too skinny to eat.
Yay. Got an item. How did I get open palm points for that? I don't know. I guess siding with the demon would have been the evil path or whatever. Let's see, where is the dude's camp? Oh, there it is. Good.
I wondered how long it would be before you made your way down here. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but the air has changed considerably. The forest shadow herself appeared here in this camp while the earth shook. She explained what was happening on my lands. She explained what happened in the inn. Nasty business, that. Glad you had the skills to deal with that. Mother, was it?
They had to die.
That they did. Imagine such horrors trapped under my own land. Here is the wind map you wanted. The copy is near perfect, and I assure you that the assassins will never know you have it.
And what will you do now?
We will stay on here for a while. These trees will need tending.
For a while.
Besides, I think I have some old family business to catch up on. Old alliances to reforge, as it were.
And do you think the forest will be passable anytime soon?
Allow me to answer that, Lord. Well, it seems that you solved the problem with the forest. That doesn't mean the ghosts will simply up and leave. If we're lucky, then you stop things from getting worse, and time will provide the cure.
And how did you know that I cured your forest?
As I said, the forest shadow herself informed me of your brave actions.
Yeah, I guess that's what she told me.
It was a lucky moment when you walked into this place. Fortunate for us both, in fact.
Alright, I think it's time I left.
Indeed, it is. You have my deepest gratitude. I had virtually given up hope, and you appeared like a gift from the heavens. Farewell. That map will carry you safely if you can find a flyer with the range. I wish you all the best of luck.
Alright, thanks dude.
good to see you again. Is there anything I can do for you?
What supplies do you have available?
Have a look and tell me what you need. I'm collecting the silver to honor the men we lost to these accursed ghosts.
Nope. I think I took all of your good stuff anyway. Let's see. Ooh. Definitely want that. Whoa. Probably that too. Damn. Alright, what do I want to get rid of? Probably this one. I don't really use intimidation. So yeah, definitely want that. And lame. There.
That's good. Have a look and...
You know? I'm not sure, actually. I had to rig it really weirdly so that it could actually be captured, because the OBS does not like this game. I'll keep those ones. Let's see. I didn't click audio settings, bastard. Okay, so yeah, I'm playing in full resolution. This game just didn't age all that well. Well, I'm also streaming in 720, so that might have something to do with it. Ah! What happened? No! Alright, I'm going to save in a new slot and see if that works. Empty slot. I'm going to load from that same slot. There we go. That was a bit ridiculous. Who are you?
Hello, hello! Don't think I'm ungrateful for your earlier efforts. I do, however, have much to do. Was any... Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
What can you tell me about these pirates?
The pirates are just one more affliction that plagues this troubled town, and yet another headache for poor Minister Shane. They raid the surrounding countryside, swooping down with their flyers to capture slaves. Do you know how bad it looks when someone under my jurisdiction is captured by slavers? Fortunately, they haven't attacked the town itself yet. Gao, the man I hear is running them, knows that would draw too much attention.
Did you say Gao was in charge?
Yes, I believe that was his name. Gao. An unsavory character by all accounts. There are even rumors he is connected to that infamous crime syndicate known as the Guild. The pirates have been operating in this area for many years, or so I was told. However, things became much more serious when Gao took over. The pirates started using flyers and gathering slaves at an enormous rate. I imagine things are very unpleasant over at their camp. Not that I'm willing to go take a look.
Hasn't anyone tried to stop them?
Are you accusing Minister Sheng of neglecting this problem? It's not that easy. One can't simply point and say, the pirates are over there. Well, actually, one can. But the only approach is by river, and no sane bargeman would be willing to risk such a journey. Sane people don't go looking for the pirates. They avoid them. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad
You
enough
already
to
said
take...
that. Alright, goodbye.
Very well, run along. Now that the dam is closed again, Minister Sheng is on his way back to the Imperial City. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, that glitch before was pretty ridiculous. Let's see. Oops. I keep thinking that's gonna bring up my actual map, and it doesn't. Yeah, I'm gonna see how everyone else is doing back at camp. Ha. Really? Okay. Hello, everyone.
Are we certain there is no room for us to stay in Tian's Landing? Do we really need to camp outside?
The ground is soft enough for a warrior. Walls just get in the way when the fighting starts. Besides, I've yet to find a bed that fits me.
Not everyone has a hide as thick as yours.
This is the worst we encounter, I'll be surprised.
If this is the worst we encounter, I'm leaving. Now quit talking and start finding me fools to kill.
Alright. Let's see.
What do you want?
What do you think of our current situation?
You need to repair your ship? For the place you're going and the man you want to find? The Guardian says it's a mightier task than you think, but that you're special, too. I think you're special, too. All the others are people, but you're different. I like you. Is there anything else you wanted?
Tell me about yourself.
About me? What do you want to know? You want to talk to him, don't you? The Guardian?
No, I'm asking about you.
I don't really know what to say. I don't really do much. I just go where the Guardian tells me to go, where we're needed. I trust him. He won't let them hurt me.
Won't let who hurt you?
The evil men, the bad ones, and the other. But he says not to worry, that none of them are here now. But they follow you, which is why we've come. Now we're needed here, with you. You're the last, he says, so we have to protect you, to make sure balance is restored. You hold the amulet and can use it, unlike... Oh, he says I've already said too much. He doesn't like me talking about him while he's busy. Maybe we can talk again sometime? But for now, not about that.
You sound very, very Canadian, child.
Is there anything else you wanted?
Nothing right now. We'll
Okay.
talk later. Okay.
Prosperous tidings. What can Humble Ho do to assist you today?
Humble Ho. What do you think of our current situation?
It would seem we have our work cut out for us, but as my darling wife likes to say, when things are tough, quit your whining and get to work. I can almost hear her screaming at me now. If ever you find a cure for bad memories, please let me know.
Tell me about your life before you were captured, I demanded of you.
As I mentioned, I am but a simple bun master, with a dear wife who has turned my life into a miserable cesspool devoid of humor and excitement. Bless her soul. My wife ensures that I work very hard every day to become the best bun master in the Imperial City, perhaps the best in all the Empire. Though I was one of the most respected fighters in the Empire before I met my precious bride, she made sure that I became something more, or less.
Why doesn't she like you fighting?
As I mentioned before, my style requires that I drink. She detests drinking, though there are things she detests even more, like talk of us separating. My loving wife would knead me into several small dumplings and boil me in hot oil if she suspected I was even speaking to you about leaving her.
Sounds like a healthy
Life is
relationship.
not all bad, though. I may have lost all my dignity and self-respect, along with my ability to fight, or even make a tight fist. But I am a bun master of some renown.
Should probably just stay out of it. Well, that's something to be proud of, I guess.
Oh yes, I'm very proud of that. Indeed, something very useful. Buns, that is. Everybody needs them. Oh yes, very proud.
Why don't you tell me more about yourself?
Perhaps in a little while. Memories of my wife are difficult to bear, especially when she is so very far away and I may never see her again.
Again. Alright. That's all for now.
As you wish. I will be here waiting impatiently if you require anything.
Yep. That might be funny if it wasn't so sad. Alright. Zoo. What's going on?
You have attracted a very odd minion in that girl Wildflower. I sense great conflict in that one. Tread lightly.
Sagacious Sue, could that be actual concern in your voice?
It would be a great inconvenience if we were all suddenly slaughtered. Now what do you need of me?
I want to know what you and Hui were talking about.
Nothing to concern yourself over. Very old business. I traveled this way when I was fleeing the Lotus Assassins.
I want to know more about this child she mentioned.
It was nothing. Some vagrant waif I passed off after making sure its belly was full. A far less surprising turn than what Wei said about your Master Li.
Are you dismissing what she said?
I know Wei to be a truthful and honorable person. Much more so than I consider myself to be. I do not question her belief, but belief alone is not enough. What if it is true? Much will have to change to accommodate this truth. It means the Emperor lied about Li's death, and he may have assaulted the heavens. The Emperor subject to the common vice of deception. Unthinkable.
Why is it unthinkable? He's just a man like any other.
No, he is not. He is Emperor Sun High. He is as close to the heavens as a mortal can be. I warn you, this will lead in a dangerous direction for you and Dawnstar. I cannot condone it, but I have agreed to help, and I will. Just don't blame me when the whole world is against you.
So why are you here if you don't condone it?
You and your companions have shown me a path I previously thought closed. Give me no more thought than that. Now, is there anything else?
I want to talk about you some more. You seem agitated.
I am always agitated. It is because of my training. We were taught that we were always being watched, always being stalked. In many cases, it is actually true. You likely have similar feelings. When trained to be as vicious as the assassins, or when you are the protege of a famous master, you tend to attract unwelcome interest. I wonder how you will react to this scrutiny. I also wonder if your fellows will stand by you when the true weight of what you claim becomes known.
Well, I will do my best not to endanger anyone.
Your best may not be enough. That is why it is so often used as comfort after failure. You tried your best, but death consumed the nation anyway. Sorry. The sides of the coming conflict seem very well defined. That will not always be the case. It is sometimes difficult to see the truth behind the actions of others. Enough. I don't have anything else relevant to say. Perhaps I will when I have seen more of what you are capable of and what your master intends.
What do you think about our current situation?
I don't know what else I can do for you right now. If I can help you, I will. But for now, I've got nothing new to offer.
All right. Fair enough. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, then.
And let's see. Talk to Black Whirlwind. Why can't I talk to you? What the hell? I can talk to everyone but you. Okay, I'll talk to Dawnstar then.
The forest was a disturbing place. Such destruction. It was horrible, even if it was mostly unseen. If you could spare some time, could we talk about what we have seen?
Is something bothering you, Dawnstar?
Our time in the forest was very troubling to me. To see such distance between the concerns of men and spirits is something I am still getting used to. I have been sensitive to these things for as long as I can remember, but it was not always such a disturbing talent. There used to be harmony.
When did you notice the change?
It was very gradual. The world just seems to be filling up with spirits that have no place to go. That this affected even the forest shadow is very disturbing. It makes me wonder how deep the trouble goes, and what mortals like us are supposed to do about it.
Dawnstar?
What do you think? Master Li thought you
What
were
do you
tied
think?
to this somehow. Can you comfort me?
That's a weird choice of words. But yeah, I don't know. But see?
Your appreciation is just what I was looking for, and I am grateful. I know we will do what we can, even if the world moves in ways we cannot fathom. I am glad we can talk like this. It soothes my mind. I hope we can continue another time.
I hope we can continue another time. Just What is that? Goodbye for now, Dawnstar.
Be well, my friend.
Your movements are very weird. Why can't I talk to you, Black Whirlwind? Get over here. Get over here. Seriously? There you are. Now I can talk to you.
What? What do you want?
What do you think of our current situation?
You know what I like about this place? Absolutely nothing. Let's get what we need and get to the Imperial City.
Alright, sounds like a plan. And what did you do before you were with I can't talk right now. What did you do before you were with Lord Yoon?
Why does it matter? I was born by my mother and sucked at her teat like every man. Well, like every man does with his mother.
Okay.
Anyway, by the time I was old enough to swing an axe, my father was dead and my mother disowned me. Of course, killing my father might have given her reason. I think she did it out of shame. My father beat me and my brother senseless, and made our lives miserable. Either way, that was the end of my childhood.
What did you do then?
I traveled a lot after that, begging for some things and taking the rest. Tough times, but not the worst. My axes and my wits kept me alive.
Your wits, huh?
Yeah. I had some wits before I got them all knocked out of me. Mostly I just used my axes and my fists. You'd think a 7-year-old might be an easy target, but I soon learned just where to cut a man to make him squeal like a pig. Ah, those were the days.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. Tell me something else about your past.
No, we've got better things to do right now. Maybe I'll feel like talking after I've bloodied up my axes a few more times.
Alright. That's all then.
Nah.
Okay. What was that? Alright, gotta find Rue. Where is he? Was he in the tea house? I remember I found him at one point. I remember his name. That's a good way to hold your blade, Dawnstar. Good. Maybe you know where Rue is.
Everything is right again. Thank you for putting old Mother Quan back in charge.
Guess you don't. Let's see. Patron. Yeah.
Do you mind? I'm in no mood for company given my present state of despondency.
Who are you?
My name is Yaru, though some of the locals disparagingly refer to me as Yaru the Sailor. You see, I am predisposed to seasickness. Ergo, I despise the water. Yet I suffer their verbal slings and arrows with nary a complaint. It is just one more misfortune to pile atop the great heap that buries me in misery.
What's wrong?
I am at the stage of my life in which I long for companionship. A wife with intellect and refinement comparable, but just slightly inferior to my own. Unfortunately, this town presents scant opportunity for a suitable match. Seamstresses, barmaids, peasants. I may as well marry the harlots selling themselves in the street.
You're a pompous ass.
Your jibes, canary, prick the armor of my pride. They are blunted barbs forged by the sputtering flames of your lesser intellect. Farewell. Perhaps we shall speak again, if you ever tire of the braying and neighing of these barnyard animals.
Is there a reason I'm supposed to talk to you?
Why have you returned? I suspect there must be some reason beyond the desire to add the agony of conversing with you to my already incalculable sufferings.
Who are you again?
My name is Yaru, though some of the locals disparagingly refer... Yet I suffer...
Yeah. Alright, I'll ask you some questions.
I understand your desire to seek elucidation from one whose vocabulary is elevated above the grunts and squawks of the general rabble inhabiting this town. However, I'm in no mood to converse with you, not while my heart bears the weight of my great burden.
What burden is that?
I am at the stage of my... Unfortunate.
Maybe your standards are too high.
Or perhaps everyone else's standards are far too low. I shall not allow myself to be saddled with a marriage of convenience, not when I deserve so much more.
Alright, goodbye.
Farewell.
Pointless talking to you. Yeah, that's what I told him before. But then I decided to see if he had anything else to say. And he didn't. So. Goodbye. I guess Rue's not here. I don't remember where I saw him before. And this town is actually pretty big. Patron.
Praise the Emperor! Old Mother Quan is back in charge, and I'm back steeping tea where I belong.
My hero returns. Remember, you're always welcome in this tea house, as...
Okay. Oh. He's probably in the boathouse, actually, now that I think about it. Whee! What? Okay.
Sure, the dam's closed, but with them pirates out there, we still got no work.
Ghosts bring wind. Wind is no friend to a river fisherman, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, if he's not in the boathouse, he's probably on one of these docks. Just have to find the one.
Sure, the dam's closed, but with them pirates out there, we still got no work.
You know what? That's what the other guy said, and it was in your exact voice. So I find that suspicious. Oh, here you are.
There you are! I confess that when I got down here, I wasn't sure I actually met you. Too much wine in me. I thought you might have been a dream, but here you are. I can take you to the pirates if you still want to go. It'll be an easy trip. The river is quite tame again since you closed the dam. No danger at all. Until you meet the pirates.
Alright, that sounds perfect. Let's go.
I'll take you. And if the pirates slit your throat and dump your body in the river, I'll bring you back to town for a nice burial. If they leave your body on land, you're out of luck.
I hope this floating log can handle the weight of a man like me. If I fall in, I'm taking both of you with me.
I can take you no farther. Be wary in this place. Pirates everywhere.
You should come with me.
Not I. Remember, this barge is our only way out of here. Someone has to guard it, or else the pirates could cut us off. If any pirates come by and try to take my barge, I'll show them how well I use my paddle. Good luck to you in there. And if you need to leave in a hurry, just come running.
That almost sounded like innuendo. I'll show them how well I use my paddle. Okay. So, I noticed, let's see. Yeah, so I have a couple more party members to get. And I know one of them was on that loading screen. I didn't think this is where you met him, though. Thought it wasn't until later.
Nikno irkut fan sonwi song o fir nawas wasa ir sonwat.
I'm sorry. Your brothers inside made me clean up their chicken bones. I came as soon as I finished, but in my haste I tripped and fell down the stairs.
Wasa ir atanopa uno fakira ukno aku. Wono wir apa wafa er. Okir wo ifer. Wasa ir atanopa uno fakira ukno aku.
I'm sorry. Don't beat me. I'll get the wine and some food, yes?
Alright. Spirit font, which I don't need right now. You know what, I'll save it so I don't have to sit through that cutscene again. Save. Yes. Right.
Trip me? Make me crawl like a dog? Yeah, this'll teach them a lesson they won't forget. Come on. Stupid rope, come on. Make them sorry they ever... Huh? Wait, don't hurt me. I was just, Hey, you're no pirate. I remember the face of everyone I used to sail with, and I've never seen you before.
And who are you?
My name's Chung. Once I was a pirate on the river, but things were different then. We took pride in our work. We were professionals, not like these lazy, drunken louts. The younger pirates used to look up to me. Now they treat me like dirt. They treat me worse than that slave cleaning the pier. But I'm gonna get even. I'll show them.
And how are you going to get even?
Those drunks on the pier were supposed to unload the ship, but they're too lazy to finish the job. They left a cannon suspended above the dock, supported by this single rope. One quick pull and that cannon comes crashing down, taking out the dock and anyone on it. But my old bones can't pull hard enough to loosen the knots in the rope.
What about that slave cleaning the dock?
I got nothing against the kid, but dropping the cannon is the easiest way to wipe out everyone on the pier. Tough break for the kid, but much easier for you.
Nah, I don't need fancy tricks, I'm just gonna hurt them.
You want to take the guards on face to face, I won't stop you. Still think you should use the rope, though. Tough break for the kid cleaning the pier, but much easier for you.
Yeah, you said that already.
But whatever you're gonna do it quick. Won't be long until those pirates on the dock start wondering what's taking me so long with their wine.
Alright. No! Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. No! I'm sorry.
Did you see the looks on their faces when that cannon hit them? Now they're feeding fish at the bottom of the river.
I'm sorry, slave. I swear I didn't mean to
Too
do
bad
that.
about the kid, though. You know, back in my day, we weren't stupid enough to fall for a trick like that. Gao ruined everything. I tried to tell them, but nobody listened. You'd think the Lotus Assassins would have been a warning. Even a pirate knows better than to get mixed up with them.
Lotus Assassins.
They showed up shortly after Gao took over, working with him and his guild. Inquisitor Lim seems to be in charge of the Lotus Assassins here. Gao and Lim don't get along. They both like to be in charge. Be careful if you run into Lim. There's something very wrong about him.
What do you know about the airships?
Back in my day, a pirate ship stayed on the water where it belonged. Now they've got some kind of factory up on the top floor where they build those blasted airships.
Stop saying back in my day.
There's something suspicious about those airships. Sure, the pirates use them, but I think that's just a cover so the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please.
I want to ask you something else.
Ask away, and I'll do my best to answer. Any enemy of Gao and the Lotus Assassins is a friend of mine.
What do you know about Gao?
Gao the Greater, as he calls himself, is the leader of the guild, a powerful crime syndicate. They never used to bother with us until Gao came to power. Gao himself came and took over our operations. He began building the flyers, and he made slaving our main activity. My own men turned on me. Now they treat me like a dog. A few months later, the Lotus Assassins showed up. Gao must have some kind of deal worked out with them. Whatever they're up to, it must be something big.
Goodbye.
Watch yourself in this place. 1 minute you're on top, and the next you're on the bottom, bowing and scraping.
So, I'm just gonna say my character, like, tripped over it or something. Like, I know he said you have to pull on it really hard, but I really did not mean to do that. Aw. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I could reload the save, but... no. And you know, actually, usually I do when I do something on accident like that, but... I'll just live with it.
1,000 cuts.
Take that. I'll use my sword. There you go. Yeah. I know. I did a very bad thing. Okay. The cutscenes are just so jarring. They don't belong. Yep, there he is.
the slaves. You'll pay for that, maggot.
Will I? If you scum have any sense at all, you'll stand aside. Let me go drive a blade through your master's throat, and I'll forget I saw you.
Oh, certainly. We'll sit back and let you stroll upstairs to kill our leader. Would it help if we drew you a map to his room?
Ukir ako no suukut ni sisa irkanto.
I wasn't serious, you idiot. We're going to kill this intruder and go back to our drinking. He's just one man. He can't beat all of us.
Look around. The odds are not so much in your favor. There's still a chance for you to run.
What are you talking about, fool?
You haven't noticed my partner over there watching us? Don't let her grace and beauty fool you. She's deadly. This is your last chance to get out of here alive.
Perfect time for that animation.
So, the thief brought a friend. That just means you won't die alone. Attack!
There we go. How come you guys get to dual wield and I don't?
How'd I know you'd be deadly in a fight? You'll have to accept my apologies for dragging you into that, but I can't afford to be stopped. Not now. My name is Sky. It's good to see there's someone else in this place who can't stand these slaving dogs. We make quite the pair.
Yeah, good thing I was here to save you.
Indeed. I find I'm just not saved enough these days. Shame, that. It was obvious you weren't with the pirates. Why not deal with them quickly? There's bigger game above us.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing, Sky? Like, what is that?
Speaking of which, there's a very secure and equally intimidating gate blocking the way. If we work together, though, it'll be simple to crack.
So, why are you here?
I'm here on a personal matter. A man in this place took something very valuable from me, and I intend to repay him the favor.
Is this man Gao the Greater, by any chance?
If I had more time, I'd want to know what brought you here. I expect it's quite the tale.
You were avoiding my question.
Yes, I hunt Gao the Greater, though I will not say why. It is a personal matter.
Fair enough.
I won't be stopped now that I'm this close, and luckily you're here. That'll make it easier to reach the upper levels where he hides himself away.
And how do I know I can trust you?
You're here for your reasons, and I'm here for mine. Somehow I doubt they conflict. Besides, we'll need each other's help to get through that door.
Convenient. And how do you know your way around here so well?
It's funny what things you can learn if you just ask at the right time, like when you have a knife to someone's throat. Things like how to reach the upper levels of this place despite that security door.
Okay, makes sense. So, what's your plan? How do we get past the door?
The door at the top of this stair is locked through a fairly ingenious mechanism. Gao's engineer, Kang the Mad, designed it for security.
I don't really think of pirates as the ingenious type.
Oh, I don't know. They're good with knots. Kang the Mad is a crafty fellow. The door requires two to unlock it. Up high there is a platform with the release lever. The door must be operated while the lever is held forward. There used to be a sentry up there who handled that kind of thing, but he had an accident.
I see.
I can climb up and pull the lever easily enough. You can open the door when it's unlocked.
Okay. This does seem awfully convenient.
Still don't trust my intentions? Have a little faith that sometimes fate provides answers when they're needed most. Either way, we need to deal with that door. Once the door is open, we can go our separate ways. I have my goals, and I'm sure you have yours. Since we both have much to do, why don't I go unlock the door now?
Very well. Go unlock the door.
I should go now, but I have to ask in case we never meet again. Where did you study?
Why do you ask?
Watching you fight, I just had to ask. Your technique is like no other I've seen before.
Yeah, I've heard this before. What's so strange about how I fight?
It's not so much strange as it is intriguing. No one I've ever met fights like you do. It's subtle, but your movements bait your foes into seeing an opening that isn't there. It's like a clever trap. I'm sorry, I'm wasting time neither of us can spare. I'll get ready and pull the lever when you're near the door. Good luck with whatever brought you to this place.
Nara earfonir wonu kanawa ofa kanu wonu.
Oh wow, your plan didn't work out too well, did it?
Ukir neko sise sayer wosayer nifuyer. Sayer yo woya yer ni tatatier ni sasapika.
You sound very calm about your daughter having been taken. Please, you have to find Fuya. Alright, I'll try and find her for you.
Akwakwak wo sosonia sonophonia sisayer nawakuk.
I know that she's like speaking their other language or whatever, but she could sound a little bit upset maybe that her daughter's being taken by pirates who are probably raping her as we speak. Alright. Nope, that is not where I go. Ooh, what's in here? Yeah! Thank you, Sky. Now, let's go.
Never trust a thief. You think they're on your side, but they'll slit your throat and take your silver.
No, I'm sure she's fine, but if this was an actual instance, you know. Get captured by pirates, things will probably not go well for you. Okay. Let's save.
Mistress, I am almost ready to return to the Imperial City. Another day, and I will bring you the amulet fragment.
I lose confidence in you with each passing hour, Lim. You should have been back by now. Why haven't you ordered Gao to grant you one of his flyers?
Mistress, Gao's ships are only small flyers. They're good for short-range flights and raiding villages, but not for long journeys. That's why I haven't returned yet.
Don't try to pin your failings on me, Lim. I've delivered everything I promised.
It's only a matter of time until I finish the special dragonfly to transport the artifact to the Imperial City.
Until you finish? I designed that dragonfly. I built it, not Gao. That dragonfly is Kang's masterpiece.
Silence the mad fool.
I've heard rumors of a spy disrupting our operations in the South Limb. Maybe this is all too much for you to handle. Perhaps I should come out there personally.
That will not be necessary, mistress. I will deal with the troublemaker here and return to the Imperial City in one day.
That slap was
you
ridiculous.
Heard me, Jia. I can't waste any more time here. Get that flyer finished now.
Jia is not my mistress, Lim, and I don't take orders from you either. Remember, if not for my son, you would never have discovered where the glorious strategist was hiding.
I am well aware of your son's role in all this, Gao. In fact, I suspect I know more about him than you do.
What are you talking about? Have you heard something about young Gao? Tell me!
Of course, Gao. I was just waiting for the perfect time to tell you. I received a report from the destruction of 2 rivers. Your son, Gao the Lesser, is dead.
No! This can't be! You lie!
I speak the truth. It seems your son was no match for one of the other students. From the condition of his body, it sounds like he died quite painfully.
No! Young Gao was everything to me. Damn you and your black heart, Lin. Damn you!
I want to be alone. I must grieve for my son. No one is to disturb me. No one.
If I can get to the Imperial City fast enough, I can give the amulet fragment to Death's Hand himself. Then Grand Inquisitor Jia may be in for a surprise. We shall see.
Some of these animations
You
are
may
just
have
hilarious.
your workshop back, Mad One. I suspect Gao will be preoccupied for some time, so I'm in charge now. I suggest you finish your dragonfly today.
Yeah, so since you weren't here at the beginning,
Interruptions.
I was the
Who
one who
designed
killed
that
his son.
dragonfly? Did you build something to make his sandals explode?
Alright. And so I don't have to sit through that again, I'm going to save it again. Oops. There we go. Yeah, so I was the one who killed his son at the beginning of the game. So if he sees me, he'll probably be quite upset. There we go. Was that you, Sky?
This is it!
You handled the guards well with your punching and kicking. I was going to make more of an explodey thing, but kicking worked well too.
It was you. Who are you?
I am Kang, the man. I make things explode, and I make things fly, and I'm very good at both. The things I fly tend to survive. The things I explode, not so much.
You make things explode?
I make all sorts of things, and yes, many are designed to expend energy, quickly. But my greatest prize does not explode much. Something I have kept for myself. My greatest invention is in the launch room upstairs. Light and fast, she has weapons and capacity no other flyer does. The marvelous dragonfly.
You built Gao a special flyer?
Under protest, Gao does not appreciate what I make. He misuses, and worse, he duplicates and diminishes their glory. Well, no more. The dragonfly will not function. Gao wants to give my machine to the Lotus assassins, but I stopped him. I hid the extraneous dust inductor. Well, no one will find it. Try to fly without that. But they can make a new inductor. It is extraneous after all. So, a few days ago, I blew up the inscrutable power source. Now the dragonfly can only make short hops.
Of course. Well, will you help me?
Yes, of course. What do you think I've been saying? You need to listen more carefully. If you stage a combat-related accident for Gao, like falling down a flight of punches, I'll replace the inductor on the dragonfly, and we can fly away. What do you say?
Yeah. 2 birds with 1 stone.
You are sure to profit from this partnership. In fact, I've never accidentally exploded anyone traveling with me, so that alone is the benefit of my presence. Anyway, you go ahead, and once all the kicking is done, I'll come along and we'll see what's what. For now, let me think. We'll need explosives that explode.
All right.
Questions are good. It means the wheels are turning. But make it quick. I never let asking get in the way of doing.
Have you seen a young woman named Fuyao?
Is she one of the slaves? The slave breaker let a girl through this morning. I did not hear her name, but no one else has been brought by. I will restate and reiterate as necessary, but I would like to get back to my tools.
See. What do you know about Assassin Lim?
Oh, I would like to put something explodey in his food, just to see if it would make him blink, because that one has dead eyes, like he's missing something.
Unsettling.
Sometimes he is here, sometimes he is not. I don't know right now which is true, but I know he is dangerous. Very dangerous.
All right. Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye. Go and leave me to think.
Right. Ooh. Oops. Haha, I wasn't even aiming for you. I feel like no matter who I put in my party, I kill like all of the enemies before the other party member kills one. It's over here. Money. The cave.
Please, don't burn me. I'll do anything you want.
I'm sure you will, child. But deep inside, you think you're not a slave. Only true pain will wash away these thoughts. You can have your slaves when they're broken, not a moment before.
Help me, please.
You wandered into the wrong room, slave.
Yeah, I know you can switch between party members, but I don't know if you can do it whenever you want. Oh, come on.
Hey, I know you. Mother and I met you when we were trying to get out of Tien's Landing.
Fuck you.
Ikakahia wo noka kike ia wo shathia oka uki ia ayayuya wai.
I don't want to be a slave. I just want to get out of this place.
She's not for sale, Dick.
Utatsa ia oka yowe ia fonia sisa ia trusta pafawe ia towia.
Pawoya astir, wo sayer ithasaya wa kawishir.
O ifo ia uksonko noko isansia.
Kosawa ya ira etia. Sisa uka kawa koyu.
Sisa ia akawawi o kupfaia wo.
Sayer yo woya yer ni tatatir ni sasapika. Satha kawa yer sonuyer kawa yer payer nasi sunkut. O wowo sun so anawa kawaras tata safayat.
Shang is kind of an asshole. I doubt he'll do anything.
I'm glad you're safe, Mother.
Yay! Oh, okay. Got an iron palm scroll. And a level up. Yay! Oh. Have a lot of focus. That's fine. I may not have that gem equipped forever, so I'll just keep balancing. There. Sounds good. And I'll save. Alright, doesn't look like anything else is down here.
Did you see Gao when he went by? There was fire in his eyes.
There's always fire in his eyes. Dark magic burns inside him.
Dark magic.
Wait a minute. You there! Who are you? You can't be up here.
You aren't equal to me.
Alright. Workshop.
Longsword. Oh,
How did these rhino things get here? What are you doing, Black Whirlwind? Oh, you're immolated. Okay. I thought you were just being useless as usual. Ah! Like, he just comes down from the ceiling. What were you doing up there, dude? Oh, come on. There we go. Haha. A lot of scrolls around here. Alright, let's go. Don't mind me while I just run around your building. And destroy your bonsai tree. Ha 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 ha.
Go away, Lim. My son is dead. Leave me to my grief, or I will see that you join him.
Listen to me, Gao. Your son may not be lost forever. The Lotus Assassins have power, even over the dead.
I know all about the necromancy of the Lotus Assassins. Take your false hope and go, or I'll... Wait. You dare disturb me in my grief? I said no interruptions. You will pay for... Wait. You are not one of my servants. I know you. You are one of Master Li's students. You are the one who killed my Gao.
How do you know that? Your son was a dick. He left me no choice.
Your words mean nothing. You're a murderer, a killer. Gao was everything to me, and now he's gone.
Yeah, actually...
Damn you, school. My Gao was never good enough for Master Li. You were always his prize pupil. Now my son is...
How do you know all of this? You weren't there.
Enough, Gao! This troublemaker has disrupted our plans from the beginning. It had to be them in the ruins, and someone aided the troublesome Lord Yun in the forest.
It is time to end your meddling.
Perhaps if I offer your head, and track down that accursed Zhu, who has been seen in the area, enough old scores will be settled to earn my life.
I feel worse about killing the bonsai tree than I will about killing you. Anyway, what do you know of Zhu?
Is that what he calls himself now? Hardly an honest representation of the blood he spilled. It doesn't matter. No matter your allies, I cannot let you survive. Enough talk! I will delay your
Okay,
death
you
no
were the one
longer.
talking.
May your fall sate the anger of Death's Hand, will of the Emperor.
Alright. Ow! Okay, that actually hurt me more than I expected. But I guess you're a boss, so that makes sense. Ow. Take that. Oh my god. You like my seductive firewalk. Yay! I unlocked more gem slots, so I can equip that. Let's see, spirit. There. Perfect.
Dead already. Damn it all. I wanted nothing more than to watch this man die.
Well, where have you been?
After I left you, I stumbled across some very interesting documents. Perhaps I spent too long poring over them, but I couldn't resist. Let me explain why I'm here. That should clarify things. You saw with your own eyes that these pirates were collecting slaves, right?
I also saw you free some of them.
True enough. I have a particular hatred for slavers. Gao's slaving operation found its way to my home several years ago. I was away at the time, but my daughter was there. Those black-hearted bastards took my daughter, Pin Mei. They killed her for resisting them. She was my only child. I lost her mother when Pin Mei was born, but my daughter was something precious in return. The slavers offered no such consolation.
That's horrible.
It has been 3 years since I lost my daughter, and I have spent that time tracking down the men who took her. My search led me here, to the lair of Gao the Greater. His men took my daughter, and I meant to even the score. On my way up here, I stumbled across records that show that this goes beyond Gao. The Lotus Assassins are his primary buyers.
I've seen similar evidence.
Is that so? There can be no doubt, then. This goes beyond Gao the Greater. I have my vengeance, but how many others have suffered as I have because of the Lotus Assassins? Do you mean to go further with this? I would join you. Only a fool would oppose the Lotus Assassins, but 2 fools working together stand a better chance than one.
I have enough fools surrounding me already. How can you help me?
Consider how our skills complement each other. I can get into places people would prefer I never see, and out of places people would prefer I never leave.
Why does everything everyone
There's
says
also my
sound
knack for finding
like
things. For instance,
innuendo?
I was nosing around and stumbled across this.
What is it?
Hey! That's the dust inductor I was hiding. The dragonfly can't fly without it. It was under the floorboards in my workshop last I looked. Next time I hide something, I'm packing explosives around it. Yes, explosives shaped like silver bananas. Stops thieves, monkeys, and monkey thieves in one fell swoop. Yeah.
In my mind, you stand the best chance of facing down Gao's masters. We also have a far greater chance of succeeding together rather than apart. If you are planning to take on the servants of Death's Hand, you'll need all the help you can get.
Alright. Looks like I have no choice. I was gonna take him anyway, but it's kind of funny that you don't have an option. Glad to have you aboard, Sky.
I assure you, I will be as devoted and capable as any of your other companions.
If I could harness all that hot air, I could make a furnace to power the whole of the Imperial City. Well, if you're done with all the talking, I have to go make the dragonfly ready for some flying.
Yay! Get to leave. Yeah. Noticed in the earlier BioWare games, like Knights of the Old Republic and Jade Empire, you're like stuck somewhere for a very long time. Like, usually the first area, like after you leave the original place that you're in, the first area, like the first planet in Star Wars, and then the first town in this game, just end up being really boring places. And then you have to figure out how to leave them. Run around doing all this bullshit, and then you finally get to leave. But then the game opens up and gets really good. This actually isn't as boring as I remember. And yes, you can romance people in this game. Let's see, if you're a man, you can romance Dawnstar, which is the girl I was talking to earlier. Or another lady I haven't gotten yet that I remember. And if you are a lady, you can romance Sky or the other lady. So pretty much Sky is the only option if you want a dude. And I think you can romance him as a guy also. Like, if you're a dude in this game, you can romance everyone. You could even have a threesome with Dawnstar and the other lady that you get later. Or you can have Sky, or you can have one of the two. But if you're a woman, you just get, you know, one lady, one dude. Which I guess is okay. But, yeah.
What? What do you want?
It's like you want to talk again. So tell me something about your past.
I remember one time I was hired by 2 warring clans. They were going to discuss a peace treaty, and they wanted me to make sure things didn't get out of hand. A bunch of fights broke out in the first few days, but after I'd killed a few dozen of their clansmen, they settled down. That's when things got boring. The leaders took the next 3 days to talk, and if they hadn't let me dip into their wine stocks, I might have snapped sooner than I did.
I'm surprised you lasted that long, to be honest.
The clan leaders were agreed on peace except for one thing. Jinlo, a beautiful clanswoman. Both leaders wanted her and neither would give her up. After 5 days, it looked like the peace would fall apart. It looked like the 2 leaders were about to come to blows over Jinlo, so I stepped in. It was my job to stop them from fighting, so I cleaved the wench in 2 and told them each to take a half. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
It's like Solomon on crack right there. Then what happened?
They weren't too happy with my decision. Everyone turned on me. Of course, they all died, but they gave it a good effort. I don't know what they were so upset about. Better a quick death by the sword than the prolonged agony of your heart being ripped from your chest and thrown to the dog.
Alright, good story. Let's go.
Yeah.
Alright. Time to get my ship. Well, my airship.
Looks like you've smashed all your enemies around here. We need to find someone else to fight. Let's go back to your camp at Tien's Landing. Use that flying machine to go to the Imperial City. They have plenty of wine and plenty of fighting.
Whoa. Turned me around. Yay! Can I take it there?
Hey!
There we go.
Much kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly will cross the sky at your whim for a short way. The heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. If you want to fly more than a short distance, I will need an inscrutable power source.
Of course you will. I have an inscrutable power source. Apparently.
What wonders cling to you, my
I don't
friend?
remember getting that.
There were only 2 in this whole region, and I destroyed one so Inquisitor Lim would not make off with my marvelous dragonfly. The other was with the Lotus Assassins, but the fools only used it for demolition. Now, here you stand with it. I will put it in the dragonfly, and it will be ready to go.
Yeah, I don't remember getting that at all.
Not the ideal placement. If it shook more, the heavens might think we were afraid and take pity. This is more stable, but not as fun. Okay, she's ready to go. Hop on. I know a nice safe landing place just outside Tien's Landing. Very unlikely we'll crash.
What about Rue? He's kind of waiting for us.
Don't worry about that. When the marvelous dragonfly takes off, the earth shakes and the sky trembles. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Your friend will see us take off, and he'll head back to town on his own.
Alright, let's go.
Ha-ha! Everybody on board! The marvelous dragonfly is about to take flight!
Yay! I'm not very good at the flying ones, but what the hell? No, actually I haven't saved in a while. So maybe I'll just evade them. Sounds good. I was going to show you my horrible flying skills, but I don't really want to die. Like, if I had just saved, then I would have done it, but I haven't saved in a little bit. You don't really get anything from fighting anyway. Not that I know of. Yay! Looks like a fly.
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No, no. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it.
How can you control it from this distance?
Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Makes perfect sense. Alright. I'll let you know when I need it.
Now we have everything we need to follow Master Li's captors to the Imperial City. I am eager to do so after all the resistance we have encountered.
So, how are you doing, Dawnstar?
I'm trying to feel good about what happened at Gao's fortress, the lair of his pirates. We went looking for our master and perhaps another flyer. What we found, I was not prepared for how cruel people could be. Seeing those people with no control over their fates, it is similar to a pain in my past that I have not thought about for a long time.
Yeah, you don't really talk much about your past.
I would not dream of saying my experience is similar to those poor people in Gao's fortress. But that lack of control, I know that well. One of the only things I know about myself is that on the morning I was born, the sky was red, like distant mountains were on fire. Perhaps it was dirge burning, as Zeus said. I believe it was an ill omen, and that stigma is why my abilities became a burden. That's why I must have been left at the school. To be subject to the whims of someone else just because of what you are, be you slave or outsider. Yes, I know that well.
Yeah. Beginning to feel that myself. Go on.
Yes, you are an outsider too, albeit one with power to change your world. I think the slaves in the pirate lair would greatly appreciate your skill in defense. And I would make great use of your confidence. You inspire me to think of the possibilities, not just the problems. I'm gaining an appreciation for the person you are becoming. Perhaps we should speak on these matters again sometime.
Okay, just stop doing that, whatever you're doing over there.
Be well, my friend.
I swear, when people are talking to you, their animations are ridiculous. Alright, what do you have to say?
Prosperous tidings. What can Humble Ho do to assist you today?
Humble Ho. So, why did you marry your wife if she's such a bitch?
Like many things in my life, it can be traced back to very bad luck on my part. As I mentioned once before, I was a master of the drunken master style. I was the tournament champion in Phoenix Gate when things spun out of control. My need for wine took its toll on my body. There are long periods I don't even remember. After one such period, I came to, having lost most of my clothes and all my money. I was destitute, and without the ability to buy more wine, I couldn't even fight.
What did you do?
Eventually, I found work cleaning out creature cages at the local arena. One day, I was approached by a man who remembered seeing me fight. He offered to sponsor me. Just like that, I was back in the ring. After climbing my way back to the top of the tournament, my sponsor told me it was time to fulfill my end of the bargain.
And what was it that you had to do?
Apparently, the agreement stipulated that I must marry his niece. If only I had read the agreement more closely, I could still be shoveling dirt in the creature cages. Alas, fate had a crueler path in mind for me. Let that be a lesson for you. Always read the fine print, or you may end up with more than you bargained for.
Tell me more about yourself.
Perhaps in a little while. Memories of my wife are...
Okay. Then that is all for now.
As you wish. I will be here waiting impatiently if you require anything.
Okay, who else has something to say? No one except you.
Something's on your mind?
Oh, there we go. What do you know about this area?
I only spent enough time in Tien's Landing to learn the location of Gao the Greater's stronghold. It's a nice enough place, though they're still adjusting to the flooding of the old town some years ago.
Any thoughts on what we're doing?
When you say the word, we're ready to leave. I'm looking forward to seeing the Imperial City again. I appreciated the hectic pace when I was there. When we reach the Imperial City, we'll have a whole host of new problems. You have to love a challenge.
You were there before? Do you mind telling me a little bit more about your past? That's weird phrasing, but okay.
Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen.
And how long were you looking for him?
3 years. 3 long years of tracing these slavers to their master, only to find that there were more above him. I also found a strong ally, but I'm not sure if the greater consolation lies in your ability, determination, or beauty. I look forward to finding out.
What? I look forward to hearing which of those you settle on.
That makes 2 of us. I'll keep you informed as we deal with Gao's masters. They'll be harder to chase down.
So, how did you track Gao?
Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone.
Yeah, that's horrible. Sorry I brought that up.
It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but for the most part, I've come to terms with her death. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish.
You're gonna whine about your daughter every time I talk to you. Well, you still haven't told me how you found Gao.
We'll talk about Gao later. We have much to do, and none of it'll be accomplished if we stand here hashing over the past.
Sounded like that made you angry. Alright. That's it.
Always happy to help.
I love how old BioWare games, someone will say something super angrily like, this is doing us no good standing here. And then you're like, alright, later. They're like, always happy to help. Just right away. I mean, I can only imagine what a pain in the ass it is to record video game dialogue, especially with multiple options like this. So, I'll give them a break for that. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and save. I think that's a good place to leave it for now. So, yeah, I'll continue playing this, and I'll continue playing Chrono Trigger, and, you know, fun stuff. So, yeah. That's it for now. Goodbye, Internet. See you next time.